Lovely day up here in Scotland, so I thought I'd use the sunshine to tell you a little bit more about what Tasty is up to. We've always tried to be at the forefront of AI innovation for businesses. Not always easy with a small team when we compared to some of the best funded companies ever in the history of the world. But we are working on something that is truly exciting and will, I believe, genuinely revolutionize how employees use AI in their daily work. Make it easier for them to delegate tasks, enhance productivity, all whilst reducing workloads and stress. I'm talking about Model Context Protocol, or MCP. MC what? Okay, for those who are not yet inducted, let's back up and explain what all of this MCP stuff is about. MCP serves as a standardized communication layer that bridges the gap between large language models, so LLMs, the engines behind tools that you probably already use like ChatGPT, and various external tools and services. So if we took any digitally based business, the employees there are going to be relying on numerous applications on a daily basis, from email and calendar tools to CRMs and project management software. However, connecting AI systems to these tools is often a complex and frustrating process, as I think I've probably shared already a few times. MCP, developed by two engineers, David Sorapara and Justin Summers, both based at Anthropic, aims to simplify this integration by providing like a universal translator. It will allow AI to understand and perform actions across multiple connected applications. So this means that instead of requiring complex technical integration for each tool, employees can leverage AI to handle a variety of tasks almost seamlessly. So with Task, what sets it apart is our approach to making AI easy. So building upon our automatic tool selector to not just comprehend tasks, but with MCP, we'll also be able to take actions. So for example, you can currently use Task to generate and edit images or write a poem about the ethereal beauty of Scotland's west coast. But in order to get AI to actually do stuff, we need to build either AI-enabled automations or full-on agents like some of those you can find in our library. These are pretty cool. They use AI both to generate and infer, but they're a bit of a pain to build and deploy as a general application. And they're also a bit of a one-trick pony. Great 99% of the time, and what you want them to do, but they are built nevertheless for specific use cases. MCP has a massive potential to make life for developers easier and to give our users a more generally useful user experience. So for example, with MCP enabled Task, they'll be able to read and respond to emails, schedule meetings, manage calendars, update database entries, generate and file reports, even fill in online forms. As you can imagine, this capability should transform the way employees work in the same way Google transformed the way that we find information. Ostensibly, allow users to get help with more and more tasks from AI. So it sounds pretty good, hey? So can any application be plugged in? How does it all connect? Well, the MCP ecosystem consists of three components. You've got your MCP client. This is the large language model facing side that interacts directly with the AI model. So you could use examples like Tempo, Windsurf, Cursor. You've got the MCP protocol itself. So this is a standardized communication language that facilitates that interaction between the client and the server. And then of course you've got the MCP server. So this is a component that resides with the service provider, e.g. a database company like HubSpot. And it translates the service's capabilities into the MCP protocol, make it accessible to the large language model. This architecture is particularly innovative because it places a responsibility of creating the MCP server on the service provider, so on HubSpot. And it means that if there's wide adoption, it's going to ensure that more of these service providers are going to be building out this capability. In other words, if the apps want to benefit from AI, they will likely look to develop their own MCP servers that we at Taste can then talk and take actions with, meaning that your users can engage. But while MCP offers significant advantages, some challenges do remain. Currently, setting up an MCP server and the client side is still super complex. It requires a significant amount of resourcing and technical expertise. However, as the technology matures, as we've always seen before, and standards are refined, these challenges are expected to diminish. So in summary, Model Context Protocol is super exciting, it's super interesting. It's likely to be a significant advancement in AI utilization for workforces. As TASTE continues to refine our technology, the way that we're building MCP, our aim is to help to create a future where AI becomes an integral part of every employee's workflow. You know, handling the routine tasks and allowing humans to focus on what they do best. So I'll keep everyone updated on how we continue to develop MCP. We're aiming for a massive release in June. So I'll keep you all abreast with all of that. Thanks for your time.